Here we are at the stern of the ship, excuse me, up here on the penthouse deck. This is a beautiful, beautiful room, particularly at night. They're going to have some kind of show up here, scarf tying or something. I thought I'd give you a view of this beautiful room. By the way, this is our second day on the ocean. We will hit Rome tomorrow. Okay, that's enough. Something very beautiful is different. Here's the show lounge. Right now, the doctor, surgeon, giving a lecture.
So once women go through menopause, even surgical menopause, which speeds up the process.
Beautiful lounge.
If you have a hysterectomy,
where our shows are held in the evening.
Age, then your menopause is going to start quicker. There's something very protective about estrogens that keeps women from becoming osteoporotic. The secondary causes of osteoporosis are a whole number of these. These are not quite as common. Endocrine causes, things like Cushing's disease, which is a overactivity of the adrenal gland.
This is in the dining room. Tuesday evening. Go right ahead. Everybody's arriving for dinner. Rather a nice room. We're on our way from Civitavecchia to Roma. We don't know what the hell we're doing. We're on a train.
Oh, I'm an Indian. I swap. Oh, you don't know. I do.
I believe anything you say.
I do. I swap all sorts of things.
Here's a very charming person. Gee, she's our leader.
Yep. I got the cane so I can tell you all what we're going to do.
Take about an hour into Rome.
Yep.
Look at this. Here's a man we just made a deal with.
He wants to get your ride.
Hold still, we're taking movies. We're in Rome. We're waiting for a taxi now. We made a deal for 3 hours touring in Rome and back to our ship, which is an hour away for $200, which is a pretty good deal in a Mercedes. Beautiful day.
I've never been to Corsica.
I never been too, but a friend of mine, they've been there for holidays.
Yeah.
And they say it's wonderful.
Just giving you some different views of Rome. We're just taking a leisurely ride. Nothing spectacular.
Here, I'll get a picture of you.
Oh, Bernie's taking one.
All right.
That was the old library. The power.
Oh, yeah.
That was the old library.
This is the forum, I guess.
Oh, did you get the horse up there, Bernie? And the charioteer?
Wait a minute.
No, I don't want him because I want to get those columns here. We'll get him later. Wait a second, Al. Just a minute.
You see one ruin, you've seen them all actually.
There we are. And this was this a foundation for a building? It wasn't project. Between the old square, put in line traditional.
This place is sure old.
You see, the other side they start, but it's about 10 years. They start to make excavation, but every meter they found the little things, little stuff, and they able to stop, to start it, take a long time and money.
More pictures. We're downtown in Rome. Beautiful, beautiful city. Old, old, old. Okay, on Thursday, October the 28th, 1993, and this is the first time we've ever been in Corsica. It appears to be a beautiful island, and we are going to take a tour this morning. 8 o'clock in the morning on a beautiful day. Temperature will reach approximately 68 to 70 degrees. The weather so far has been beautiful on this trip. Over and out. Look at this. Must be some kind of ducks that I've never seen before. Rather interesting. Jerry, isn't it?
Leave the coast to go in the mountain.
Beautiful
Or to go in
Corsica.
sometime, but more in villages. Isolela, the coast is strictly protected. Pasture facing Sardinia. Not any construction on the beach. Forbidden and international laws of UNESCO. You can buy a piece of land, surely. You can buy a house, but to stop the important speculation on this zone, nowadays we can. The speculation will be stopped.
Not much color to this, but I thought it might be an interesting view from downtown Ajaccio here in Corsica. Mountains, mountains. Well, there she is. There's the Crown Odyssey. Not a very good view.
Shows the proximity to where she was parked, though.
Yeah, there she is. I'll get you a prettier view a little bit later. Now we have a better view of the Crown Odyssey. 34,000 ton, not as large as some of the ships we've been on. But of all the ships we've been on, and we've been on maybe 15 or so, this is about the 4th or 5th nicest. Beautiful ship, just 5 years old. Good morning, everyone. This is Friday, the 29th of October, and we're in Florence, Italy today. Jean and another couple are touring, and I'm doing some shopping. Beautiful day, rather chilly, around 63 to 65. I'm in some square. Excuse me. My shopping is proceeding very slowly. Thought I'd give a picture of this building. Kind of impressive. Europe the beautiful. There's so much to see in Europe. I never get tired of it. Statue after statue. Bill, Jerry, wake up and watch this film. It's not that boring. Yes, it is. Pretty bad. Now this is an Italian pigeon. There we go.
You know
Jeffrey,
Hi.
Gene, stand up. Show Gene.
Show some action.
Show some action. Wave your arms.
I am. We've got nobody at home to show these two.
Oh, you got that woman.
Jerry will watch him. Nobody else will even watch him.
Captive audience. You have that one woman.
She better watch him or she's in trouble.
Okay.
Wake up, Jerry. I like this horse feeding. Here we are in Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's closed right now. It's being renovated. And believe it or not, from the bottom to the top is 14 foot off center. And unless they did fix it, it would have fallen. Thank you. Here's another construction. I don't know what it is. Not too far from the Leaning Tower. Beautiful. Bring you up a little closer. You have to realize this being almost the 1st of November, we're out of the tourist season, but see all the souvenir shops, and even now there's quite a few tourists. Almost all these towns had walls completely around the town, which you see in the background. Maybe this closer up view will give you an idea how much it's leaning. Very interesting. Late in the afternoon, 4:30 p.m. on Friday, the 29th of October, and we're back, just returned from Florence, and we're here, I'm here on top of the ship, taking pictures of the harbor. There won't be much color because it's so gray out. Livorno's a pretty good sized city. Probably would have had nice shopping here. But we went into Florence, which is truly a beautiful city. That's it for today, folks. Good morning. Saturday, October the 30th, and we're in Ville de France. We're going to tour Nice. Beautiful, beautiful day. The temperature is going to reach about 69 or 70. And we're going into shore now on a tender from our ship. Beautiful, beautiful. We've been here before, but this is the first time. We just came in. Isn't this beautiful? Here's our tender. We came in on, people are still getting out. Boy, it's a terrific day.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right.
So that is the war memorial built after the First World War.
Don't lose it.
So you know, it's the communication, you know, where...
We're in a beautiful little town, I can't pronounce the name, outside of Nice on Saturday morning. No problem. Playing like that little dog. Pretty little dog. Just a quaint little village, very nice. I thought this deserving of a picture. Thank you. How about some pastry this morning? It certainly wouldn't be complete without a picture of the fish market.
Non, c'est le 29. 9.
C'est 9.
And then the vegetable market. And of course, we have some flower vendors all over France. More flower vendors and some vegetables. I have awarded this grouping the Glazier Award for beauty. Very, very pretty. These people feel very, very honored. We're in St. Paul, France. Small village. Extremely beautiful. Marble orchard. This gives you a good view of this little street in St. Paul. Very quaint. I've been in many places like this, but it's very interesting. Some very, very nice paintings. For example, very nice. A lot of nice ones. What a beautiful view. Europe the beautiful. France the beautiful. All these towns throughout Europe, many of them had walls around the town. Trouble all the time. 20th century, 19th century, 18th century, 17th century, never any peace. Enough for the commercial. I had to give you a view of this, which I think is very, very pretty. Sunday morning, October the 31st, we're up here on the bridge, seeing all the equipment. We're on our way to Mallorca. And then I'll show you some of the equipment. There's no need to be explaining all this equipment to you. It would take too long. Otherwise, it's very, very simple.
Oh, yeah.
You leave a little bit of space in the front there so that the helmsman can see where we're going, which is rather important. There should be one in the folder in your stateroom. It's quite interesting. There are a few facts and figures there which I certainly don't want to repeat this morning. There's some details about Crown Odyssey here which you might like to study. It used to be much cheaper than that, but prices are going up. It used to always be quite cheap in Greece, but Greece is having quite a... Have that somebody thought it was radar or something like that. It is just a design which is capable of making this or cutting down seamen on the bridge as well. The one, of course, behind the helm here, and I did see another one around who's probably gone off on a message, but there were always two. If he's not running messages, he is, of course, oh yes, over there, maintaining a watch. Because in spite of all the radar and everything else we have on board the ship, you will always find somebody looking out, keeping a human eye, as well as all the mechanical processes or the radar systems talking about there. And these are controlled from this panel here. We also have the propellers. The pitch of the propellers can be changed, rather like an aircraft. They're going round like this, but we can change the pitch of the engine individually at these two here, and this is very important. We can, if we want to, use only engines on one side of the ship. We can use only the port engine or the starboard engine to drive the ship along. This is when we are using quite a taking on seawater to keep the ship balanced. And as the fuel and the water gets expended, you then have to expend your holding tanks, your stabilizing tanks, in order to keep it balanced. And it can all be controlled by looking at this panel here. In the old days, you had to send some poor little spot here. You can see the course that has been set, and you can see we are exactly on the course. And every hour, the officer of the watch draws where we are. This was 8 o'clock, this is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and now at 10:45 we are here. This you can program up to 75 charts into this computer. You lay the chart on the top, you say which chart number it is and what...
Now we're at the Gala Buffet. This is for lunch.
It will be the same at both sides, so I've just got one of each.
On Halloween. And here we have the people coming in, taking pictures. This is 11:45 in the morning, and lunch will be served at 12 o'clock. Happy Halloween, everybody. Boy, am I going to eat. I'm hungry. Look at the dolphin, the horse. These are the desserts.
Stand right there. Okay. Back to desserts.
The food here on this ship is superb. As good or better than even the Crystal Harmony. Okay, now we'll go eat. Thank you. Mallorca, a possession of Spain. Beautiful, beautiful view from the harbor. We just got off the ship. Won't be too much color because we got pretty view, but there's no color here at Palma, Mallorca. So because of the overcast. Actually, every place is beautiful. There's no real reason to stop here. Another view. Nice view with the mountains in the background. This leads, of course, to the ocean, the Mediterranean. Tonight we will be leaving the Mediterranean and going into the Atlantic Ocean and on to Tangier. Sunday, October the 31st, 1993. Over and out. Just thought I'd give you a quick shot of this Arabic temple. This picture's taken from about 3 miles away. I thought that you all should have a view of this every morning. See the one with the white shorts on? That's my bride, Jean. She has put on a little weight since we got on the ship. But she'll get it off when we get home. The maintenance of this ship, Crown Odyssey, is perhaps the greatest I've ever seen. They do a fine job. I heard a complaint this morning that the steaks are a little tough. I'll have to check into that. Have a good day, everyone. By the sea, by the sea, by the beautiful sea. The first day of November, it's overcast, but the temperature is just great, around 67 degrees. And every day, as far as I'm concerned, is beautiful. People eating breakfast on the outside. The buffet is right inside. Here comes a man wearing himself out, going 60 miles an hour. Breakfast at Tiffany's. No. This is a buffet breakfast. I got a little mixed up. And then you don't have to eat at the buffet. You can go upstairs and eat in the dining room. And here's the entrance to the buffet. Very, very well planned ship. The Coronet Theater, I thought I'd give y'all a picture of that. Almost all the ships have nice theaters. I don't think I've ever cameoed or used my camcorder, taken a picture of the theater, but something to do.
Ready?
Action!
Okay, here we are on the Crown Odyssey. This is the lobby area, and we're really enjoying our cruise.
All right, this is Barbara and Jason, and Barbara is the brains behind our traveling.
And I'm the strength behind the traveling.
And he's the strength behind it.
Tuesday morning, November the 2nd, and here we are in Tangier, and everybody is just starting to disembark at Crown Odyssey. Rather an interesting shot looking over the harbor. These boats right here are called tenders, and they carry us to shore when the ship cannot dock at the port. And we've only had to use the tenders one time on this trip. This has been an unusual trip in one respect because in 12 days we will have stopped at 8 ports. It's been a great cruise. Have a great day, everyone. Have many a great day. Thank you. It's going to be a rainy, overcast day here in Tangier. We've just hired an Arabic guide with a Mercedes taxi for 3 hours. Only $50, which is a good value. We're using our umbrellas today. That's all. Here we are, all dealing. You have to bargain with all these people. Everything for the tourists.
I don't want him moving.
103.
Get his head up.
Look up.
Oh,
Jeffrey and Gene. Pet the camel, Gene.
Yeah.
Ole, ole.
Ole, ole.
Hey, ole.
Ole.
Yeah. Thank you, Bernie.
Okay, we're here in the Medina,
Looks like our
the old part.
Where the Hispanics are.
Why do they bring us a restaurant like this?
I don't know. I don't see anybody.
There's the Crown Odyssey in the background.
Well, they're just coming in. I see them. Oh, I thought they...
Sorry about the lack of color, folks. It's a cloudy, cloudy. We're here really deep in the Medina now. We're getting into the top-notch shopping.
Oh, that's really very pretty. I like the crispy, that woman went out of that, the orange and the curd.
Varsity, yes.
More fine merchandise. Anybody like dates? We got dates.
We should give him free. I didn't bring any money. I'd like to...
Now we're in the meat market. I've taken many pictures just like this. Chicky. There's not much life to it. I love these places. How about some olives? They sure look good. Good morning, everyone. Wednesday, November the 3rd, 1993, and we're in downtown Lisbon. About 9 o'clock in the morning, taking a little shopping tour. On next to the last day of our Mediterranean grandeur trip. This is the main shopping street. Portuguese pigeons. Really not much different than Indiana pigeons. A taste of Lisbon. To the best of my knowledge, I believe this little bit of photography will end my documentary on our Mediterranean grandeur trip. It's been another excellent, fine trip. Enjoyed very much. And we, be the good Lord willing, we are looking forward to this Stockton in February. Thank you to the two people to watch on the film.
McDonald probably wishing that he put that one airborne. He would have gotten 2 shots. Fouled on the pass.
It'll be Pat Graham's foul, his first, and Indiana's second foul of the half. Actually, Clem Haskins now wanting that to be called a shooting foul. It was not. He put Jackson in the game in the middle. He took Zigamasabo out. 5-second violation on the inbounds. Leonard did not get it in 5, and that gives the ball back to Indiana. Yeah, that's a costly turnover.
So Minnesota will go the first full 3 minutes without a score.
Cheney body. Jackson.
You play man-to-man, Calbert Cheney just presents so many problems to any basketball team. Has the outside touch and the great quickness. Carter laid off of him. He made him pay, knocking him in from the outside. Jackson comes up and crowds him. Cheney puts it on the floor and draws a personal.
Graham hits one off the inbounds. And the Hoosiers have put together a 9-point run to start the second half. This is not a real good team to try to play catch-up ball against. Minnesota just not getting good shots here. That was a force by Jackson. 11 straight for Indiana.
Nobody from Minnesota picks up the man with the ball as Greg Graham took it, pivoted a couple of times, waiting for the traffic to clear, and everyone left him alone. Did the right thing and knocked in the jumper. Now Phil Bova bringing out Calbert Cheney. I don't know if they maybe didn't leave the ball alone after it went through the net.
They're warning about the ball coming through the net, talking to the captains. But Indiana has scored the first 11 points of the second half, the last point of the first half.
Clem Haskins with the offense right in front of him.
And Graham goes down, and McDonald gets the first Minnesota points of the half. Minnesota needs as well, but they've got to get Leonard shots. He's their offensive man. He's their scorer.
Now they're trying to pick it up at the defensive end. Calbert Cheney using the screen set by Nova away from the ball. There's Leonard and Graham going at it on top.
And Leonard of Minnesota called for his 3rd foul.
Good pressure out on top to start with, but just simply gets too aggressive with it.
Greg Graham getting in for the layup, and that time Leonard, because of the 3rd foul, Leonard had to back off.
Good step without the ball and excellent court spacing by Indiana as they created the space for Graham to make the cut.
Now we're going to foul on Indiana on a cut. Pat Graham whistled for his second, the 3rd team foul. What a huge start to this half for the Hoosiers. They've completely taken the crowd out.
There's another look at that cut across the middle by Tubbs, and Graham just pushing a little bit with the upper body, which is something you're going to do when you're tired.
Again, the whistle's being called very, I think, very carefully. Any contact. There's another pace, and let's see, that's going on Randy Carter. That will be his 3rd foul. So the Minnesota Gophers digging themselves a pretty deep hole here at the beginning of the second half. Well, coming up tomorrow, a special Big Ten matchup, special Sunday version. Illinois and Wisconsin will meet Madison. The Illini hanging in there at the top. Wisconsin hoping to make the NCAAs. It's been better than 40 years since they've done it. Check your local listings. It's 4 o'clock Eastern right here on Raycom.
Jason Walton checks in for the Gophers. Carter goes out.
Minnesota starters are in some foul trouble. Colander out with 4. Carter and Leonard at 3. And Graham goes in.
Goes in and goes down. That's the 3rd time here in the second half that Graham has ended up on the floor.
Indiana just shredding Minnesota's defense. Here's a steal. Clem Haskins is stymied right now. I think he wants to take another timeout, but that really handicaps you. Leaves you with only 1.
4 on 2.
McDonald off the wing. Ariel McDonald has scored both Minnesota baskets here in the first 5.5 minutes of the second half. Williams Arena crowd trying to get back into it. Indiana hasn't given him a chance yet. Jason Walton of Minnesota will be called. That is 5 team fouls already on Minnesota, 3 on Indiana. More sedate Indiana sideline. That's what a nice little run to start second half will do.
Evans in for Graham, and Calvert Chaney doing a great job of getting the officials' attention that time as he was being held.
What a great pass by Chaney. Outstanding pass to find Evans for the basket. Rebound by Evans off Leonard's miss. That was the first, I believe, the first shot Leonard has taken in this half.
No second shots here in the second half for Minnesota.
And Chaney hits. That was 2. 19-4 is the Indiana run.
6.5-minute clinic put on by the Indiana Hoosiers to start this second half.
You just don't see very many teams come into this building and put a run like that together. Here's going to be 2 more. It's Greg Graham home, and Indiana has broken this thing open.
Clem Haskins has to have a timeout.
What an incredible 7 minutes of basketball by the Indiana Hoosiers. And the #1 ranked team in the country has blown this game open.
There we were, a jillion miles outside of the hood. The bus got a flat, got no jack. Homie's gonna cut his grass. What's up?
4.5. $4.5 here down. $6 sold.
The man's round sells, but he's got no beef. Pardon me.
That was death. Huh?
Yo, MC Cow Seller, but fresh.
Diamond Crystal knows there's nothing like pure, clear water. That's why Diamond Crystal makes some of the most advanced water softener salts you can buy. Make your water special with Diamond Crystal.
For the best in sports, turn on Raycom. Turn on Raycom and turn on excitement.
Travel arranged through Northwest Airlines, committed to providing the best on-time performance around the world. Northwest, some people just know how to fly. Here's the last in Indiana's tremendous run.
Well, McDonald was the guy back on defense as he took the 3. He slips and falls. And Greg Graham takes care of the rest. He knows he's got a half-court lead. That's a no-doubter.
If you recall, this was a tie game at the half. So much for that. Look at this second half.
Well, credit the last 5 to 6 minutes of that first half that the Indiana reserves put together to not at all 39 apiece at the half. And the starting group is really taking care of business to start this second half.
Walton gets the lead in. Just the second basket for Minnesota's #2 scorer, Jason Walton.
I think you'll see a run out of the Minnesota Gophers, though, playing at home with this capacity crowd here today. Whether or not they can come back from where it was 17 down. They play zone, trying to come out and trap.
Walt now on Cheney, and that's a better, at least on that side, becomes a better match for Minnesota.
1-3-1 with McDonald running the baseline in this defensive alignment.
10 to shoot. And a long rebound just beyond the reach of Jason Walton.
Just got his fingertips on the ball. Indiana content to back it back out, work against the zone, take some more time off the clock.
They'll shorten the game here by more than a minute. Cheney. And now we get a foul on Dover of Indiana. His second and the team's fourth.
Nover's been fortunate in a very physical game, and he likes to mix it up. Only has 2 personals, 11:49 remaining.
It's interesting, Bill, to watch Knight. I mean, he has a couple of assistants on the side with him, but he has an assistant coach on the floor. He's always talking to Cheney, and anything he wants relayed to another player goes through Cheney. You go tell Damon this is what he just said.
Communication doesn't seem to be a problem. Whoever's telling whom, they get the word.
Leonard is a 3 for Minnesota. Leonard's first points of the second half. And that gets a little enthusiasm back in the crowd.
17 moments ago, down to 12. They stay in the 1-3-1.
Minnesota turnover.
Very quick to the ball was Minnesota. 4 gold shirts around the ball.
Quick dish. And Leonard gets it to drop for 3
Here they come.
That's what Minnesota had to do. They had to correct it a little bit right away. They get it down to 9.
I would say the crowd's back in it.
Well, this is the Williams Arena that the Big Ten schools know well. Absolutely deafening right now. And there's the silencer again. This time it's from Greg Graham. A 3. He has 15. McDonald. McDonald, tough one-on-one move.
Certainly was. Defense was right in his face. McDonald, great job of releasing that one at the top of his leap.
Nice feed in Nover, and Nover gets 2 more.
Good strong two-handed catch inside by Nover. He hit the floor, went straight back up with it. Strong catch. Good hoop by Matt Nover. Of course, he can get up. I jumped 7 feet in high school.
Was the recipient of the pass, and he was fouled by Evans. A lot more managers than players. They only have 9. .9:23 left, and Tubbs in the game for Minnesota. And Nover runs the rebound. Every Minnesota miss, and each Indiana hoop. And there's 3 more for Bailey, and that just makes the task tougher as the lead is back to 15. And the clock now goes under 9 minutes.
Had it down to 9. Bailey and Graham both stepping up, knocking in 3s.
Doing the shooting now. The guards are doing all of the the shooting for Minnesota.
Indiana shooting threes out of the context of their offense. Good bounce pass there.
Well, Bailey made a great play. He flew right by Leonard. Right to the basket.
Yeah, there's a lot of difference in shooting a three when you want to as opposed to when you have to. And Minnesota starting to feel the pressure, even though there's 8 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in regulation. They're feeling that the threes are becoming very, very critical. Here was Bailey on the opportunity drive, little bounce pass, drops it down the lane to Nover. Just too strong with that one.
But a great play by Bailey to set that up. 8:20. Minnesota gets Colander and Carter to the table. They'll come back in. Leonard, 3 more. 22 for Leonard now, and he's made 4. Make that 5. Leonard has made 5 threes in this game.
So for the Minnesota cause, they have to quit trading hoops, start getting some defensive stops, and there's one, a quick shot by Evans that Bob Knight did not like.
Evans will find himself sitting in a minute. McDonald, a set shot 3, and Minnesota gets it under 10 again.
Calvert Chaney stops Evans right out on the floor to give him the instructions, but Pat Graham's already up at the table.
Three-point shooting for both teams has been outstanding.
Bailey posting up inside.
And Bailey is fouled, and if that is Leonard, and it is, that is the 4th on Leonard, so another critical foul for Minnesota.
Leonard. Heck of a play by Damon Bailey. Tremendous strength.
Yeah, that's the part of him. I think Big Ten people see it now, but
look at him posting up in here, playing like a center, a little head fake, and then challenges the inside.
The people just don't realize that about Bailey. They think about him, the perception is a little guard running around shooting the ball. I mean, he's fit.
He sure is.
Bailey coming off the bench today. So that's his 11th point. And I would think Indiana, well, Leonard's sitting right now. We'll go right back at him when he comes back in the game. Ryan Wolf in for Dana Jackson. 7:13 left, and Bailey will try to give Indiana an 11-point lead.
Damon Bailey's gotten more notoriety than almost any high school player in the history of Indiana.
Probably too much.
This young man is a winner, and he steps up big.
It's Indiana by 11. And now here's a word from Schick.
Since your face can't adjust to your razor should adjust to your face, which is exactly why we designed the Schick Tracer. The Schick Tracer is the only razor with blades that bend and flex to the unique shape of your face. So the Tracer gets in close for a clean, comfortable shave. And since you can't change your face, maybe you should change your razor. Schick, we're changing the face of shaving.
When Ford refined the full-size car, we made its shape more aerodynamic, its V8 engine more powerful, and yet more efficient. We also added to its comfort and even its safety with available anti-lock brakes and dual airbags. But through it all, one thing about the Ford Crown Victoria has remained the same. It's still as quiet as a Rolls-Royce.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
It kills germs just like it always did. It fights plaque and the gum disease gingivitis just like it always did. Now it does one thing it never did. Introducing Cool Mint Listerine. With an exhilarating, cool, minty taste. New Cool Mint Listerine Antiseptic. Works like Listerine, tastes like cool mint.
He is one of the most ardent Minnesota Gopher fans, some in the Big Ten Conference right now might feel he's a little too ardent, but he is the governor of the state of Minnesota, Arnie Carlson.
He seems a little bit nervous, chewing on those nails right now. Minnesota trailing by 11.
And the demeanor on that side of the court's been much calmer in this half. Indiana just came out with a devastating 7-minute blitz to start this half. And a game that Minnesota really feels they need is in some danger now. Indiana has shot remarkably well today.
68% here in the second half, on the road when they needed it.
They set up to Tubbs. And Tubbs knocks down a 3. So this is now an 8-point lead. It's the closest Minnesota has been in a while.
Tubbs against Calvert Chaney, doing a good job on him.
Oh, Wolf whacked Greg Graham and got away with it. Boy, Wolf just absolutely smacked Greg Graham along the side of the head, and there was no call.
Bailey posted up moments ago, so this time Graham thought he would try it, took it inside, and you said he was bumped.
McDonald. And he'll go to the line, so with 6:12 left, Minnesota can cut the lead to 6. That is Bailey's foul.
Definitely in the act of shooting Wolf and Graham down inside. Hello.
I mean, that's an out-and-out slap, and you could see from Phil Bova's angle underneath the basket, he couldn't see that. Somebody else was going to have to
make that. No, he needed some help from his friends on that one.
Well, Minnesota gets a break, and now they'll try to turn it into 2 at the other end with McDonald at the line. McDonald played 18 minutes in the first half. He's been out here the entire way in the second half, and he's going to be an Iron Man as long as Townsend Orr is out. 14 for McDonald.
Well, the way they're shooting threes in this one, it's a 2-possession game.
Bailey just beat the 10 count. And Nomer gets the reverse.
Good job against the pressure. Nover stayed at home and waited for the ball to come to him. Polander open on the roll, but doesn't take it to the hoop.
Carter not looking now, does, and Carter gets his first points of the second half.
Good strong move, dropping that leg inside. Rolled it in off the glass. It's back to 6.
Oh, Greg Graham. Boy, they're going right at Ryan Wolf. And Greg Graham has 17. Indiana, again, as you said, Bill, they're so great at exploiting matchups.
They get a person where they think they have the advantage. Bringing the big people out and sending the guards down inside, posting up.
Now as they surround Polander inside, that'll be the 7th Indiana foul.
See, for this to work, you have to have the good entry pass. Graham keeps him away, but also no help from the other side of the floor because of the motion. Everybody was occupied defensively, and Graham makes the good one-on-one move. Polander bumped at the other end, and he'll go to the line.
Everybody talks about Chaney. As Leonard comes back, I think Greg Graham's going to be a great player at the next level. He's got a chance to be a really good
there's no
player.
doubt. When his shot is coming, and like it has been here today, he's one of the really true great players in the Big Ten Conference.
That's a big miss for Minnesota. Polander missing the front end. So Indiana leads by 8 with the ball. It's been a 14-6 run by Minnesota that has got them back.
Chaney fights through the screen.
Tubbs to Carter. Running in. Carter has 15. Pat Graham was there and was trying to get the charge, but Carter gets the basket. Chaney. Polander blocked the shot.
Great play by Chad Colander from the second spot defensively. Coming over to help out, goes straight up, playing with 4 personals. Clean block, nice play. Down 6 with the ball, under 4 minutes.
Tough play there. Colander screaming that he was edged out. As they lobbed it up there, it was Colander winning against Pat Graham. Now Indiana running the game clock down. Close to 3.5 minutes. They lead by 6.
Bob Knight up on his feet, calling what he wants run at the offensive end. They'll try to go to Cheney. Good job by Tubbs.
Tough match for Minnesota here. Leonard with 4 fouls trying to guard Greg Graham. Nice feed, and Nover's foul. McDonald got him with 3:20 to play.
Minnesota rotating defensively, doing the right thing, as was Indiana at the offensive end. Good bounce pass into Nover. Colander goes to help. McDonald gets there, but a little bit too late. At least he stops the 2 with the aggressive foul from behind on Nover.
Well, here's a guy who's only a 50% foul shooter in the conference, but he's 5 out of 5 today. .320.
Doesn't use the legs too much on the free throw. But good release.
Big time, man. We have a foul here, I believe. There's a foul call on Calvert Cheney. The foul shot will count, and Cheney's called for a foul, so we'll get free throws at the other end. And that's the break for Minnesota. Cheney's called for his 3rd foul.
Colander strained the ligaments in the right knee. Coming back from that injury, playing with it wrapped, and he's moving a little gingerly as he was walking down to the offensive end. Take another look along the free throw line where you think not much ever happens. Quick step in. Real quick. And he pays for it. He got away with the step.
Well,
How many points do you get for a takedown?
Man, he has a chance to get 2. Cheney has his 3rd foul, but now Colander, who's missed 3 foul shots already today, has the front end of a 1-and-1. This would be a big plus for Minnesota if they can get points back with the clock stopped. Boy, big breaks for the Hoosiers. Colander missing 2 front ends in the last minute. Indiana going to get it down under 3 minutes on this possession. Good play by Tubbs, knocks it out. And that'll get us to a timeout with 2:58 to play at Williams Arena. Stay with us. It should be a fun stretch. Indiana leading by
8. Making it to the pros takes a certain level of excellence, the experience to get the job done right, and a reputation for quality. Like AC firing spark plugs from CarQuest. AC spark plugs heat fast and fire hot, improving your car's performance. AC gives you the spark you need all season long. So for the best possible performance, install what the pros install. CarQuest. Welcome to the pros.
To play this game, you got to have the drive. You got to have the moves. You got to have the love. But most importantly...
Hey, man, you got the ball? No, I ain't got the ball. You got it? Say what?
No, you got to have the ball.
Somebody better bring the ball. Supposed to bring the ball?
Hey, Chumps. Want a game? The new street ball. It's a Rawlings. It's only $4.99 and only at Pizza Hut. Get one, because nobody plays without the ball.
My brother, about to become a father. So how big can a crib be? Season tickets went on sale today, Mike. And, well, maybe next year. We've gone 5 years straight. Yeah. This is about the kid. This kid's getting for free, you know. It's gonna be a little tight. Mike, this year's on me.
Only one beer has the taste as genuine as the people who drink it. Budweiser.
Now, the new little guy's going to every game, right? Bobby, it could be a girl. A girl?
Indiana leading by 8. It's time now for our Pizza Hut delivery of the game. And delivering threes today for Minnesota has been Vashawn Leonard.
Watch the follow through on this one. Very relaxed.
Leonard's made 5 threes today, has 22 points, and that is our Pizza Hut delivery of the game.
Clem Haskins needs a couple of more deliveries.
Yeah, he needs a couple of stops, too. 2:58, Indiana with the ball in an 8-point lead. Minnesota has 1 timeout left. Indiana has 2. Both teams are in the 1-1.
Tubbs and Chaney have really gone at it here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. Indiana continues to run their motion offense.
Great move by Bailey. McDonald from behind, and McDonald fouls his 3rd.